Alright, what is going on today, guys? In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at my picks for the top 5 best weapons in Elden Ring. And I know what you're thinking, Rivers of Blood, Mogwin's Spear, Darkmoon Greatsword, nah. None of that's on this list, you have my word. All bosses are on New Game Plus 2 or higher. Let's get right into it. Alright, so for our number 5 spot here, we're going to be taking a look at the Halo Scythe. It's more of an uncommon weapon, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys where you can get it. You can farm it from the lesser clean rot knights that are found in the Swamp of Aeonia next to these two graces here. One of them's literally right next to it, so you can just reset. It only runs at a 2% drop rate, so it is kind of on the rarer side of things. But I tell you what, the payoff is worth it, especially when you're using it against those who live in death, like this death bird we're about to check out here, so I can showcase its Ash of War. It's Miquella's Rings of Light. It's similar to the triple Rings of Light incantation. It has a little more range and actually a lot more tracking to it too. And we're just going to go ahead and I'll showcase how this works here. So yeah, you just swing the spear, and you know, like as you can see, the range on this actually really good. This is a New Game Plus 6 Death Right bird here, so you see that you're absolutely melting them. And even then, not just the Death Bird, but like I said, other bosses, even those that are really resistant to Holy, it still does sufficient damage. Obviously, this can be buffed with Holy Shroud and Cracked here, and then also, you know, like their Faith Talisman, things of that nature. So it's really buffable, you know, Shard of Alexander too. And G-Node actually did a no-hit run with this weapon as well, if that answers how good it can be. But we're just going to go ahead and take out this Death Right bird here. Should be just one more cast. And yeah, that's going to be the Halo Scythe, my personal pick for the number 5 spot on this list. Let's go ahead and move on to number 4. Alright, coming in at the number 4 spot, this is going to be the Bloodhounds Fang. We all know it, we all love it. There's a reason why speedrunners use this weapon to beat the game in record pace. Absolutely everything about this weapon is amazing. Its moveset, the Ash of War, the amount of buffs you can do with it. I actually got my first Godskin kill with this weapon before I had even played the game. My girlfriend asked me to kill a boss for her, and the Bloodhounds Fang was the weapon that I chose. So, but like I said, I just absolutely in love with this weapon. I never get tired of using it. Pretty much every single melee playthrough, I always rush this weapon immediately right off the bat. You just absolutely can't go wrong with it. I mean, you can see with this Godskin here, this is the more powerful one in the basement of Caelid, obviously, just absolutely melting it. Once again, we're on New Game Plus 5, same build as the number 5 spot here. But yeah, there's nothing bad to say about this weapon. I mean, we all know it and love it, like I mentioned previously, and I wouldn't call it overrated one bit. I'd say it's properly rated, and honestly, never get tired of using it. Godskin goes down easy with the Bloodhounds Fang. Throw on the Scarab here to get some extra runes. And yeah, that is why I'm going to go with the Bloodhounds Fang for my number 4 spot. Let's go on ahead and move on to number 3. Alright, moving into the number 3 spot, this is going to be the Blasphemous Blade. This is the remembrance weapon you get from felling Rykard in Volcano Manor. Once again, like its counterpart, the Bloodhounds Fang, it's absolutely buffable. You know, you run the Fire Scorpion charm with the Shard of Alexander. And actually, generally I usually move from the Bloodhounds Fang to this weapon late game. Not saying the Bloodhounds Fang isn't viable, obviously. But the Blasphemous Blade is actually one of the best weapons, personally for me, for Malekith. I don't know what it is, but I just always struggle with him for some reason. I know his moveset really well. It's just that how fast some of his attacks come out. It's just nice having that life steal just completely nullifying, you know, him hitting me and stuff. And I really like the Ash of War, similar to a couple other ones in the game, obviously. But you can see here I'm gonna get clipped by Destined Death, and I'm gonna throw a heal out. But these next couple Taker's Flames are gonna completely nullify that. And you're going to see a trend with the next couple ones. I absolutely love the Greatsword moveset. Probably one of my favorite in the game. But it's just nice just having that, you know, health on hit, health on with the Ash of War. This completely nullifies how hard this guy can hit. Once again, this one is also going to be on New Game +5, so he's getting up there in difficulty where he's starting to hit like a freaking truck. And the Taker's Flames, it's not going to matter. We're just going to go ahead and he's going to jump right into this one and take him out. You can always make sure you guys use that Golden Scarab to get those extra runes if you have the time in the dialogue. But that's going to be the Blasphemous Blade, my pick at number 3. And let's go ahead and move forward to the number 2 spot. Alright, coming in at number 2, this is going to be the Death's Poker. If you guys seen my shorts, you know exactly how strong this weapon can be when used properly with the proper buffs and the proper talismans. Standing in front of me this time around is a New Game +2 Moog, and I'm going to show you guys just how strong that the Ghost Flame Ignition can be, because this time around, he's not even going to get a chance to phase transition. I've said it 1,000 times, this is honestly, in my opinion, the most underrated weapon in the entire game. It's just stupid powerful, the DPS is incredible, it scales with intelligence, so if you're running that high intelligence, you're just being a stupid amount of damage. And he didn't even get a chance to knee heal. We just completely knocked him out of that. It's just absolutely incredible. I love the Death's Poker, I will always advocate the Death's Poker. Trust me when I say, you guys, if you haven't tried this weapon yet, you need to. It's not just Moog. I'm telling you, these bosses get absolutely melted by Ghost Flame. But yeah, let's go ahead and move to the number 1 spot. Alright, and topping it off, coming in at the number 1 spot, my personal favorite weapon in the entire game, it's the Marias Executioner Sword. Just absolutely incredible DPS with its Ash of War, the EOK Dancing Blade. And you're probably wondering why in this one I'm showing Renala with the other ones, you know, kind of later game bosses. Well, as we know, Renala has a stupid amount of magic resistance, and about a third of this weapon actually does magic damage. And I'm going to show you guys that her high resistance to the magic, it doesn't even matter. We're going to go ahead and kill the little sweetings, knocking her out of her little bubble here. And we're going to go ahead and charge her up, and yep, look at that. Just three quarters of her health, one throw. As far as button presses go, this has to be the highest damage in the game, other than Comet Azure, obviously. But as far as button press to damage goes, this has got to be it, and this is why I truly do believe this is the most powerful weapon in the entire game. Just absolutely incredible. Once again, it's got that amazing greatsword moveset. I love greatswords, as I'm sure you've noticed by now. But yeah, we're going to do one more and knock me down here, but that's alright. Darrowell's trying to ruin my footage here, but we're going to go ahead and just completely ignore him. I'm going to charge forward. One more throw. Okay, knock. That's fine. Keep moving. And she goes down. No problem. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Marias Executioner Sword, best weapon in the game. If you guys have different opinions, make sure to let me know in the comments. As always, I appreciate you guys watching the videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.